If anyone can hear me, this message is for you. My name is Alex Denney, and I hope I'm coming through. I do these monthly broadcasts, hoping that they ease your strife. Let's archipelago on an adventure in this lonely island life. Archipelago on an adventure in this lonely island life. I shipwrecked on an island so many years ago. Made friends with talking animals and finally fixed my boat. Now we sail with them together as we see the world outside. Let's archipelago on an adventure in this lonely island life. Archipelago on an adventure in this lonely island life. Welcome to Island Life with Alex Denney. It's my broadcast that I do from my boat sailing out in the waters near an island of talking animals, where I got shipwrecked a number of years ago, but now boat's doing fine. And I guess, so am I. Last week we had an encounter with a blue whale named Little Walter who nearly swallowed us whole. It started off as seeming like a friendly situation, but then it turned kind of toxic. I really hope that he, learns from the situation. Hopefully, we won't run into a giant bunch of trouble like that again this time. But who knows? Anything is possible. And especially anything is possible when you've got friends with you, like some of the friends that I have with me on my boat today, like Cornelius the Cockatoo. Cornelius, say hi.
Hello, good sir. How are you doing this wonderful, fine afternoon?
I'm feeling good.
I just want to thank you so very much for bringing me along this joyous ride into the ocean.
Absolutely. Well, it's nice to get off of the island. The island is such a great place. It's grown to be my home, but it's still good to just get out.
Absolutely. I tend to fly as far as I can, but, I can't go too far over the ocean. It gets quite scary. And so I've always wondered what was further out in the pond.
And who knows what we'll see today. Also with me is Carlito the Crocodile, who I saw doing the Macarena while I was playing my song.
Alex, the vocal range that you have, I feel has become something that feeds my soul. And when you start to sing your song, there's something that just makes my little crocodile hands, not a lot of people know this, but Cuban crocodiles have longer hands. We're very good swimmers. It's because in Cuba, we are surrounded by water, so you have to be fast to be able to catch your prey. But I wanted to say, Cornelius, it's always a pleasure to see you on the boat. And if you ever want to hop on my back and go do a couple laps around the waters, I would be honored for you to ride this chariot of a Cuban crocodile, which is my buddy.
That is so very kind of you. I might say you have quite the nice skin, and I've always admired it from afar, and I appreciate the offer, and I will take you up on that. I will, good sir.
Thank you for acknowledging my tan body. It's a particular lotion that I like to wear. It's very salty like the waters.
I'm sure all the lady crocodiles or whatever animal you pursue are all ponds.
I don't like to boast, a lot of the lady, the female, the women, the Cuban crocodiles, we are an endangered species. And so I continue my search. As last time when we spoke, I was searching for the one true love that maybe can understand me and speak my language or say the words that I can't say.
That giant love.
I have a very big heart. People think crocodiles were mean people, but it's just the face.
No, it's only the blood that's cold.
It's the blood that is cold, but the body is so warm with love. These sharp teeth are for cutting into the soul in a nice way.
And viciously ripping your prey apart and eating it.
Well, he can multitask.
There's no beating around the bush on that one.
Well, luckily I feel totally safe with Carlito around. I don't feel threatened at all. And also, it's nice to know he's here to back me up if I need any help,
Me too.
Always.
Absolutely.
Of course, you guys, as we're sailing out today, I've got my radio on and with me, and along with my friends old, I often hope to meet friends new. So hopefully, just putting it out there, if anybody's out there listening, feel free to say hello. We'd love to have you join us today.
This ocean is just so beautiful, so vast, so giant. It really seems limitless and endless. I never know what you might find out here.
I know, it's true. I hope it's not too endless, because I've been trying to sail and find my way home, but yeah, it just hasn't worked out that way so far. Keep making my way back to that island. It can feel endless sometimes.
Like the passion that is in my heart. Endless.
You'll find someone to share that endless passion with. I mean, I hope to one day myself, once I'm back on human civilization, you know.
You know, Alex, the moment that comes is the moment that you will be present, that the gift of having someone to speak to that isn't an animal. I think you will be ready.
Love you both so very much. You just bring the words that you
Cornelius.
speak. The words that you speak right here, right now, true from the heart. It brings a joyous cheer to my eye.
Cornelius. Look, we're all here. We're open. We're vulnerable. You know, just a human, a crocodile, and a cockatoo. You know?
I cannot offer you a tissue, but if I could, I would.
Oh,
Appreciate that. I appreciate that, Carlito, very much. I'll just use my feathers here.
Oh,
that's okay. My feathers work very well.
You know,
to wipe away the tears. Yes.
I hope things are going well back in the human world. I know it's been tough out there for them the last year or so, and
I've heard some quite.
Speaking of, hello, is that a human?
I was twiddling the toaster knobs, and I went all the way up to 5, which I never do. And this podcast was coming out of my toaster. Who are you guys?
Well, hi, I'm Alex Denney. This is my broadcast from my boat near an island of talking animals.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know my toaster could do this. I put bread in there, and now the noise is coming out.
This is really amazing. Last week, I met some guys who I came in through their air fryer. Now I'm coming in through your toaster.
Yeah, kitchen. As I said, I think it's Mercury in retrograde or something right now. So I feel like technology is being weird, but it's so great to hear you guys out of my bread browner.
Your bread browner. Yeah. Who am I speaking to right now?
My name is Zelda.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
It seems like you have some other friends with you as well.
I do. Guys, say hi.
Hello there, madam. It is quite a pleasure to meet you.
I have a question for Zelda to kind of, how you say, break the ice.
Oh, yeah.
What were you putting inside of that toaster?
I know, right?
Inside of that toaster. I'm very interested to find out what type of toasting you do.
I was trying a brand new breakfast item, apparently. So maybe I'll change the brand of my English muffin from now on.
Ooh, English muffin.
Please don't. We like having you here. We're glad it happened.
Are you an animal?
I am a cockatoo,
You're
madam.
a cockatoo.
Cockatoo, indeed.
Cockatoo.
Have you ever seen a cockatoo in person?
Have I?
You can't miss us. We have a glorious frohawk that swoops right back, and usually we're of a lighter color, like a white.
The most punk rock of all birds, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're quite beautiful. One of the most beautiful birds, probably. So you can't, if you see it, it'll impact your life forever, probably.
I feel like when I was in high school, it was my first kind of real
crush
boy person, and he drove me to his mansion, and he had a cockatoo in a cage in his house. It was we never did anything together, but I do believe that's the only cockatoo I've met in my life.
Well, I'm sure after you saw that appalling cage, you let the cockatoo out, right?
I didn't touch the cage at all. No, it was not.
You left it there.
I
left it there.
I left it there.
Oh, no.
You left it to suffer in that cage.
Cornelius was a caged bird himself, and it does.
I can't talk about it much.
Get him a bit upset to think back about it sometimes.
Cornelius, you were brave in those moments, and I acknowledge you for.
And you're free now. No one's going to cage you again.
No more cages.
No more cages for
Cornelius. I will fly. That is what I am meant to do.
Fly free. Oh,
hey, you on the boat. What are you trying to run me over? Come on, I'm on a little dinghy here. What's the big idea?
I'm so sorry. I did it again, guys. I get so distracted while I'm talking to someone on the radio. I don't pay attention where I'm boating, and this happens all the time. I run into somebody. I'm so sorry.
No. It's good you came around. Throw me down a rope. I gotta come up there for a second. I gotta rest these weary dogs, you know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely. Zelda, sorry, you're not able to see, but I had a very close call with this is a coyote He's sailing on a dinghy here. And,
That's a lot of assumptions you're making, buddy. You take one look at a guy, you all of a sudden know exactly who he is and what he is. Who's to say? Who's to say I'm a coyote?
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry to make those assumptions. I don't know how you identify,
How long have you been out at sea? Not coyote, maybe.
Listen, there's a point of fact. I am a coyote, but my point being that our friend here is making a lot of big assumptions, and I happen to be right. But just lesson learned.
Maybe we can start over. Hi, I'm Alex the human.
Hi, I'm Toby the coyote.
Nice to meet you, Toby.
Hello, Toby.
Cornelius the Cockatoo.
I am Carlito the Crocodile. I identify as he, him, if that helps.
That's very helpful, yeah. Come right out and say it. Otherwise, embarrassing situations can transpire.
Him over here as well.
And I guess I'm Zelda the human.
But yeah, to answer your question, Zelda, I don't honestly know how long I've been out here. See, it's a real problem in the coyote community. We got to scavenge farther and farther for food these days. It used to be I could make a home of it up there in Griffith Park, have all the squirrels and whatnot I could eat, the occasional escaped. Yeah, sure, kitten's delicious. Oh my God.
Delicious.
Oh my God. Anyway, now you got to go down all the way.
Don't get me riled up. A good tasty kitten is always delectable.
Oh, you speak my language now, Cornelius.
They never get close to the water, so I've never been able to try them.
Oh, you poor guy.
We share that in common, Carlito. I haven't tried a kitten myself.
I'll bring you one day.
You don't
share
need
it
to.
together.
You really don't need to.
I really don't
Cornelius.
mind. It's
it's fine. In fact,
my gift to you.
Zelda, I'm actually a vegetarian. Ever since moving to Animal Island and meeting a bunch of sentient animals, like the animals themselves, they have their own culture of what they consider acceptable. But I personally just choose to not worry about those morally gray areas.
So lots of coconuts for you. Coconuts.
Oh, so many coconuts. Yeah, just a very plant-based diet myself, but no judgment.
Bananas and coconuts.
Bananas and coconuts. Yeah. Oh man,
Hey.
talk about a banana coconut fruit salad. Come on.
Don't get me wrong here. Toby don't discriminate. I'll eat a banana. I'll eat a banana as soon as you can throw it at me.
Oh,
You
that's
got a-
good.
you got
Would
a
you like a
coconuts?
banana right now? Here, I'll just throw one right to you.
Give him
great.
two.
Toss
Looks
it
like he's
over.
been here for a
There you
while.
go.
Give him two.
You want a coconut? I got a coconut. Oh, he is eating fruit.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's a beautiful
sight.
singing voice you have, Toby.
That was a sight.
Sorry about that, everybody. We get real excited.
No, I love to feel that kind of immense passion for almost anything, including
There is coconut and banana everywhere.
you went coconuts over here.
Wow. I was mesmerized by the interaction with that coconut and that banana, and Toby just devouring it with such power.
Well, why we're all put on this planet for a limited amount of time.
Yes.
I say, why waste it horking down food?
Or peeling anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Who peels? Who peels these days?
Just dive right in.
Ain't nobody got time to peel.
I mean, I was amazed that you were able to chomp straight into that coconut. Like I hadn't even punctured it or anything. You just chomped down.
Quite impressive.
You got strong jaws, Toby.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you guys are all right.
Thanks, man. You seem pretty all right too. So you said you came from Griffith Park. That's out in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you're all the way out here, wherever we are, out in the Pacific or somewhere. You
I don't
made it
know.
all the way out here on your dinghy, just scavenging for food. You couldn't find any food between here and Griffith Park, huh?
Yeah, I just kept going south, and eventually I found this pier, and there was a bunch of guys doing importing and exporting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really part of the story.
I mean,
That-
I don't know what kind of business you get into.
Hey, whoa. Let's not talk shop.
I'm trying not to make assumptions. I'm sorry. I'm trying not.
Anyway, suffice it to say, I found myself on a old paint palette, drifting out to the ocean, hoping I could, find something to eat. I guess it worked.
Would you like to come over here?
Yeah.
A lot of room for everyone.
Sure.
To really make yourself at home, you don't got to stand by the edge of the boat right there.
Yeah. Let me just reach down and grab my duffel.
Oh, sure.
I had to start bringing a duffel with me when I go out at night to look for food because, like I said, you go farther and farther. You never know if you're gonna make it all the way home before the sun comes up. And you know what happens to coyotes when the sun comes up, don't you?
No.
I don't know.
we just get hot. We prefer the shade.
Yes,
I get it.
I should have known.
I was
get it.
expecting something very, very beautiful for you to say, and then you said this. That was very beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Carlito. Yeah, you seem like a swell guy, but they what do they say? What do they say? What do they say when you got a voice like that? They say what do you say? You say what do they say? What do they say when you got a voice like yours, a sultry sounding voice? What do they say? What's that thing they say? What do they say when people got a voice like that?
They say a sultry sound makes for a soul that accompanies so many people.
So many people. That's the quote.
Yes,
That's
so
the
many
one. I
people.
knew it. It was on the
wisdom.
tip of my brain.
It's wisdom. I knew that quote, but I wanted to let Carlito say it.
I appreciate you, Alex, taking the time for this.
Oh yeah, I don't want to make any assumptions.
I have a question for Zelda. If I may ask, what were you planning on putting in between those two English muffin pieces of?
You dog, you.
Probably some mayo aioli with like
Oh, yes.
egg and maybe like topping. Go hum.
That
I'm going to
sounds
be
so
honest
good.
with you. There's a big difference between going hum and going and I'm a big fan of just going hum. I appreciate you.
I burned my English muffin because I put on 5 accidentally, and that's how I.
Yeah. Are you a chef, Zelda? You're cooking?
She's probably a singer with that beautiful voice.
Oh.
What is your passion, my lady?
Yeah.
I generate money by drawing really fun stuff for a paycheck.
Cool.
Wow.
You're a professional artist.
Yeah. That exists. Yeah, for like 20 years, probably longer. I didn't think that was possible, but then LA was like, "Come here, boo. I'll give you money for drawing stuff."
Oh,
So-
cool.
Please
So wait,
elaborate.
you're in LA.
I'm in LA too. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, Toby.
Oh,
Hey, yeah. We might
I-
have crossed paths.
What? So you're in Griffith Park?
Well, to start, but you know,
Not
I
anymore,
range,
though. You're in
I
the middle.
range all over. Hey, Zelda, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You ever, after a long walk, maybe you're out, and you're taking your walk, you're in a nice leathery loafer,
Yeah.
getting sweaty and wet, and you finish your walk, and let me just throw something at you. Well, you ever consider just kicking that boot off right at the stoop? Don't even bother taking it inside. Leave it out all night. Leave it out all night. What's the worst that could happen, Zelda? You know, just food for thought.
Do you like to eat shoes? Or
But whoa, hey,
Whoa.
eat shoes.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
admittedly, that was the assumption that I was going to make, but I've been trying not to make assumptions lately.
Let's try not to assume things here.
I feel like you need an aioli and like some butter, like maybe toast it a little bit. Not to 5. Don't go to 5.
Ooh, a toasted shoe?
You're a wild one, Zelda.
How does that sound,
Yeah.
Toby?
when you apply that paint, is it like applying ingredients to food? Do you have the same application?
I see the correlation. Man, you can make anything sexy, can't you?
Yes, you
Muchas-
can.
muchas
He's a
gracias.
dog, isn't he?
You could talk about sweaty, moldy shoes. Carlito the Cuban crocodile. And you can
That
make
is me.
it sound sexy.
Yeah, well, that's why operate in the hypothetical here. Carlita, do us all a favor. Talk about sweaty shoes for us. Come on. Let's hear it, buddy.
Okay, Toby, calm it down. I see
I'm calm.
I see your tail wagging.
I'm perfectly calm. That's just what tails do. Come on, Carlito. Come on.
There was one day I was on the island of Cuba, and there was a man playing bongos, and they were completely made out of leather.
Oh, yeah.
And that leather was worn out and torn down because the bongos were used for so many years, and so they removed it from the wooden bongo and they created a sandal.
Oh, God.
Bongo sandals?
It was a bongo leather sandal, so that way they can still walk on the beach but not have hot feet.
So you're telling me this leather had like palm sweat dripped on it for 20 years, and then it got made into a shoe, and it got
Got foot sweat?
Tell me more about that sandal.
Imagine a thong sandal, but the two strips that
With
go
thongs.
over your foot is like bacon.
Oh, God.
And the bottom slab is like a big piece of Canadian bacon.
Don't stop.
So
His
you
tail looks like it's about to wag right off. Have you seen what's happening over here?
You have a Canadian bacon bottom with two bacon strips on top, and then you have the piece of resistance, which is 90% humidity and 98 degrees of pure sun.
There he goes.
Whoa!
Stand back, everyone. Stand back.
Oh wow, buddy.
Do you have flavors of shoes you enjoy, or can you go anything from like a pump to a?
I gotta stop. I gotta stop talking about shoes. It's that moment. It's just real sensitive. My ears, they're just primed. Somebody got a cigarette?
Carlito, what is the Spanish word for a sandal specifically? What would you call that?
So there is, depending on what area you're from of the world, some people say chancleta, and some people say chancla, which is the shorter version. Yes,
oh, yes, chancla.
You may have heard the word
admittedly, I
chancla.
mostly know the word chancla from the image of a mother throwing the shoe at somebody.
Yes, it is a weapon in most countries, and when you see it flying in the air, you have to duck because they are very heavy. It is a sensitive subject because some of my family members have been used as shoes.
No.
But the thing is that they have been the shoes of very famous humans.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr.
That was one of your family members?
So my great-great-grandfather, Juan Pedro del Valle de Rio del Mar, was actually Sammy Davis Jr.'s shoes in New York.
Wow.
And when he performs his music on the stage, he was wearing my great-great-grandfather. And it was kind of weird, but I felt an honor.
It's
the fact
weird.
that he died of natural causes. It wasn't like they haunted him down. We donated the body.
He lived on. He was on stages all over the world.
He's actually sitting in the Hollywood Hard Rock Cafe
What?
in California.
Zelda, you got to go see Carlito's grandfather in the Hard Rock.
I could when things become open.
Oh, right. It's still
Right, that, indeed.
I
Yes.
knew my my license, which was terrifying because I didn't look so good because I was crying a little bit because the line was really long. And so they took my picture at like the most inopportune time. Hair was buzzed because the winds were stupid, and I was crying because the line was hours and hours long. But
No need to cry, dear child. No need.
But I checked organ donor on my card, and so now in my head I'm like, ooh, they can take pieces of my body.
Yeah, maybe someone will make you into shoes one day.
I was saying that was where I was going.
Yeah.
That would be an onerous moment.
I know Toby would be into that. I assume.
Huh? Sorry,
I think he was in a food coma. He
passed
fell off
out.
there. This is unfortunate, Zelda. I only have so much power on my radio, unfortunately, and so I feel like it's running low. And honestly, I'm feeling like I could take a little nap out here in the sun myself. You know, we were talking before about just getting hot and sweaty in the sun, and might be nap time.
Hey, should we do a little cuddle puddle?
Let's do it. Let me play my song I end every broadcast with. And we're just going to do a cuddle puddle. I wish we could invite you, Zelda, but, you know.
I'll tune up my toaster really loud next time.
Oh, lovely. Well,
5.
and actually, I'll say, yeah, Toby, so you're pretty far out from L.A. We can ferry you back to Animal Island if you like. I don't know if...
Oh, I always thought that a coyote and a bird had a lot in common because, you know, we both got the wind under our wings. Kind of go wherever the strongest gust takes us. So, yeah.
Indubitably, sir.
Great.
Yeah. I'll
And they
hitch a
have plenty of
lift.
food there.
That was beautiful.
They don't have too many shoes there, I admit.
I'm
but
out.
maybe
out.
You can... I shouldn't have told him that one. Maybe we could change that. Maybe you could get everybody to start wearing shoes just so that you could
Eat them.
eat them.
Hey, whoa, I never admitted to nothing.
Oh, sorry for making an assumption. Meanwhile, Zelda, I hope to pick you up on my radio again sometime, and
I look forward to it.
good luck with all your illustrations and your life out in L.A.
Thank you.
It's time to go. The sun's setting down. The power in my radio is almost run out. So at least for now, I'm here to stay. Maybe I'll get rescued on another day. But we had some fun. We made new friends. And tomorrow is another chance to try again. Until then, we'll say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life. Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life. Thanks for hanging out with me on Island Life. Woo! Fun episode, you guys. Let's do some credits, yeah? Thanks for listening. If you're listening to this as just an audio podcast, you can check out the edited video of this on youtube.com/AlexDenney, along with great art done by Mattie Schott, who is on Instagram as MadZillaChilla. And you can catch us on social media at Island Life Pod. You can also find me on social media at The Alex Denney on Instagram and Facebook, and Alex Denney Actor on Twitter. You can send any mail you like to islandlifepod@gmail.com. If you send us something nice, might read it on air. If you'd like to help support the show, you can go to patreon.com/AlexDenney. I'm going to let my guests here all tell you who they are and where they can be found, starting with Zelda.
My name is Zelda Devon. You can find me at zeldadevon.com, where you can see pretty pictures that I draw.
Zelda is one of my favorite artists, sincerely. Like, when I met Zelda and saw your art, instantly I'm like, oh, I love this person's art. So please go check out Zelda's art. Next up, he played Toby the Coyote. Go ahead, Nick.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was on zeldadevon.com, and yeah, that stuff is awesome. My name is Nicholas Daly Clark. You can find me, I guess, on the Instagrams at Nicholas Daly Clark. That's Daly. It's just pictures of my cats. Like, literally exclusively pictures of my cats.
And they're cardboard forts and tanks.
Tanks. I work at the Impro Theatre School. We teach online classes, so you can email school@improtheatre.com if you're interested at all in narrative improvisation. We have classes going all the time, and I'm the one in charge of filling them and making sure there's students in them. So come be one of those
improv.
Students.
Go check it out. Jordan.
How's it going? I'm Jordon Matlock. I'm an actor and fellow artist. I also love doing fight coordinating and VFX producing and playing music and exploring the beautiful world. You can find me and all of my upcoming projects on Instagram, just Jordon Matlock on Instagram. And some exciting things coming up.
All right, looking forward to it. Lastly but not leastly, Jorge.
Oh, lastly but not leastly, hey everybody, I'm Jorge Emanuel Berrios. You can find me at my exact name on Facebook, and then my Instagram is Berrios, B as in boy, E as in Edward, RRIOS. The number's 305 on Instagram. Actor, writer, voiceover, just all around enjoying life one day at a time. Thank you so much.
Lovely. This episode will be co-edited by Isaac Balachandran. You can find him at isaackbfilm.com. And I think that's it, everyone out there. Thanks for hanging out with us on Island Life.